Good morning. Give me just a second here. It's Thursday. You know it's Thursday, okay already? Facebook, I tell you what, I can't even use the words that I want to use for Facebook right now. Can't even use those words. I can't say them. Anyhow, we'll just leave it there. How are you today? I'm doing fine. Now, I don't agree. Hey, by the way, I'm your host, BKP. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Good morning from the office, yada yada. You know the deal. You know how it works. You've been here before. I do not agree. I'm very angry. Why the hell can't I have anything on the desk? I get a lecture every day. Take everything off the table. Take everything off the table. It looks better.
Intervention.
Intervention, yeah, okay. All right, that's what I need. That's what I need, it's an intervention. All right, I'm ready to go here. Good morning from the office. I am BKP, your host. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. We got a couple things. Now, today is Thursday, correct? Correct? Yes, Thursday. And that means tomorrow will be our Friday show, always on the road there at Circuit World in Blue Ridge. Tomorrow morning we'll have our Ask the Doc segment with Dr. William Whaley, and we do have our Pet of the Week back. We know the Humane Society of Blue Ridge has had some, staff that had to do other things, take some personal leave and so forth. That's made it difficult for them to get a pet over to the show on Friday. But tomorrow we have been told there will be a Pet of the Week. Just makes my week when they bring a dog over. I don't know what the hell will happen if they ever bring a cat. Ruin my damn weekend. No, I didn't say that out loud. Did I say that out loud? Anyhow, the Humane Society of Blue Ridge will be bringing over a Pet of the Week tomorrow, and then we'll have our All-Star Political Pound. I do not dislike cats. Don't take that wrong. It's just the allergies, you know what I mean? And don't tell me I could take a Benadryl and it won't bother me. It seems like everything. I'll tell you why I'm worked up. Carla's Corner at 8:30. I am about frustrated. Put up my picture of Mike Pompeo and Kim Jong-Un. Whatever the hell his name is, all right?
It's Kim Jong-Un.
Thank you very much. I needed that. Anyhow, so what is really bothering me is the fake news. Now, hold on. I'm not allowed to have anything on my desk, but let me give a shout out here. This is my... I support President Trump, not fake news media. Okay, that's my sign here. I'm not allowed to have it on the table. There's a reason I have the Reagan Diary up here. But anyhow, the media is so upset that Donald Trump calls them fake news, but we know. So let me do some things clear. I'm going to be very serious this morning. This is a serious morning because we know that anytime there's a presidential trip, no matter where it is, there's a presidential trip, okay? There is an advance team that goes. You don't know about it. The media doesn't know about it. It's not in the news. It's not in the press releases. Advance teams go at any time. That's number one. Number two, the media wants to lead you to believe that Mike, put on a mask and jumped a commercial airliner and took a commercial airliner. He had the middle seat. God knows you don't want to take the window seat. Oh, there's a whole different thing now. Yes, sir. Would you like the window seat? No, I want to rethink that, okay? So anyhow, so they want you to believe that Mike Pompeo jumped a commercial airliner, took the middle seat, put on a disguise, and dropped in by parachute by himself to meet Rocket Man. That's what they want you to believe. This is why you can't believe them, folks. You cannot believe them. It's not possible. And I told you yesterday, Fox News, I like so many of them on Fox News. But it's comfort food for Republicans a little to the conservative side. It's comfort food for them, okay? It's burgers and fries over there at Fox News. It's the feel-good channel for Republicans. So all the media wants you to believe this secret meeting, the bombshell, the exposure of the secret meeting. Will this hurt Pompeo's possibilities of being confirmed Monday as Secretary of State? Folks, it happens. There has never, quotation, air quotes, you hate those, there has never been a presidential trip that there's not advanced teams. Pompeo did not go by himself. You will learn in the future that Pompeo was joined by a team. Okay, I will guarantee it. I am going to reach out on a limb because I lead the league on reaching out on a limb, okay? And I'm going to say that if and when it's ever put out there, there may have been lower level staff from the State Department with him. Maybe. But Pompeo did just not by himself. I guarantee that, all right? A team went. That's my play this morning, okay? Now, Mike Pompeo has been confirmed. They act like that Trump went in somewhere and found a guy. Damn it, he's not a guy. He's Mike Pompeo. These are senators. Oh, Menendez and all of them come out yesterday. Well, it was right before Congress, and we're very disappointed that he did not, when asked about North Korea, discuss some of the things. No, he didn't. They're laying very secretive groundwork to this meeting that some things we don't want out 3 weeks in advance. There's certain groups out there in the world that we don't want them to know where we're going to be and at what time and exactly the itinerary between these two leaders. The media knows that, but they sensationalize it. As though Donald Trump, once again, does not know how things work. It's working exactly as planned, folks. That's the way you do it. When Trump announced he would meet with Rocket Man, did the media not think that somewhere at some time an advanced team would go over and lay some groundwork? So, folks, let me just say this. They want to treat you, the American people, like Donald Trump picked Mike Pompeo just out of a group somewhere and said, Mike, can you go over and feel this guy out? Not, feel him out. Get a little touchy-feely. See what he's like. See what I'm up against. Hey, Mike, go see what I'm up against. How ridiculous are we getting in this country? How ridiculous. Mike Pompeo on with Chris Wallace not even a month ago or 2 months ago, 6 weeks ago. Chris Wallace asked Pompeo, the CIA, one of their number one things to do is a profile on leaders. A psychological profile, a complete profile on foreign leaders. They do this. They got a whole file ready. They go through everything they can on this guy. Where he eats, where he sleeps, who he talks to, what's he watch on TV. And Pompeo said, our psychological and our evaluation of this guy, all right, he's not crazy. So they act like they send somebody that's, just a guy they picked out at the mall. It's Mike Pompeo. First of all, he's a CIA director. First of all, overwhelmingly, Senate approved him. Now, not even a year later, he has to go up for confirmation again, basically asked all of these questions again and intensified. And now it's, we don't know if Mike Pompeo can get through confirmation Monday. Why the hell for Secretary of State? Overwhelmingly. So you have a confirmed by the Senate, a duly appointed CIA director that has been named Secretary of State, when confirmed Monday, will actually be the Secretary of State in charge of going with a delegation with the president to these meetings. But the media somehow finds it's out there in left field, the left, for Pompeo to go to North Korea in advance of this upcoming meeting. That's how ridiculous these people are. How ridiculous they are. So Mike Pompeo goes over there, and the North Korean media releases that he was very diplomatic, okay? And the media goes to the left and is screaming about this secret meeting. It wasn't a secret, folks, to President Trump. It wasn't a secret to the team that needed to know he was there. It wasn't a secret to James Mattis, because James Mattis is the military secretary of military. What if Pompeo gets in there and something goes wrong? It wasn't a secret to the people that needed to know. And it's okay. And it's the proper thing to do. Now, here is something I want to say before Carla's Corner at 8:30 this morning. Carla's Corner coming up. I want to say this. The media cannot take, the left cannot take these kind of accomplishments. They can't take it. They don't want these accomplishments in advance. But Trump, as I told you yesterday, the President of the United States, which I support, they want to lead you to believe that he's babbling up and down the hall of the West Wing and he doesn't know what to do, and the only way he knows how to govern is to look at TV and see what Steve Ducey or Brian Kilmeade tells him in the morning, and if Judge Napolitano agrees. That's ridiculous, folks. Absolutely ridiculous. He met with the President of Japan, all right? And extensively. He's doing everything he has to do. He's met with the President of South Korea. He took a full Asian trip to talk to all of our allies. He met yesterday with South Korea and Japan, one of our number one allies there in the Asian Peninsula, South China Sea. All right. He met with one of our number one allies, the President of Japan. You remember, like Japan, they kept launching the missiles towards Japan. So he has a great meeting with the President of Japan. Everything is set like it's supposed to. Right? Now, there's times when I have to get out of the way and let people that just say it better than me. There's no way I can compare to the wit and humor on some days of some people that I have to just get out of the way. But before I play this clip, okay? Before I play this clip, give me a minute. The media has lost their mind over this meeting. America, please do not forget Otto Warmbier. Put that picture up. I asked you this morning why all the media is going crazy, okay? All the media is going crazy. Please do not forget Otto Warmbier. Can you not hear me in there? I mean, do you not hear that I want the picture before 9 o'clock, please? I know I'm not being nice today. I already warned them all over the place. It just wasn't in me today. It's not personal with the staff. It's just I got some things. These kind of things really upset me. I'm not mad at Amanda, other than the fact it took her too damn long to get the picture up. But outside of that, I'm not upset with the staff here. I am so. Please, I'm asking you, America, do not forget this guy. The media is out there going berserk over Pompeo visiting North Korea. All right? What will Trump get out of the deal? Are you not tired of what will Trump get out of the deal? How will he keep from being fooled or tricked, just like Clinton, just like Madeleine Albright, just like all of the buffoons before him? How will he get any accomplishment that you and I can see? Folks, a State Department that failed, a president that failed, a president and a State Department and a cabinet and a Clinton and a Blumenthal and an everything piece of garbage was too busy covering and running defense for the crime family. Too busy. All of them were trying to cover their criminal activity up to worry about this kid, Otto Warmbier. To all of them. Too busy with Hillary Clinton's campaign. This kid's dead. Guess what? President Trump brought him home to bury him on U.S. soil, America. The President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, the buffoon that you laugh at on a daily basis, media, brought this kid home so his parents Trump secured his release from North Korea so his parents could bury him, I think, out in Ohio. Brought this kid home. This is one of the things that just crushes me every time I see those sorry pieces of garbage on the media discuss all this crap about Russia and all this crap about collusion when the actual people that are responsible for the crimes were too busy working out their details to not get caught, with a former disgraced FBI director, James Comey. And I don't give a rat's you know what that he went on The View yesterday. I don't want to hear a damn word about him giggling all over with those girls, all right? And I know that they could have got this kid out, not just breathing, but able to have a life, that President Donald J. Trump. Now, you remember the jackass father? Was it the basketball players went to China and the President of the United States secured these, what were they? Were they UCLA or whatever basketball players that were in China, and the jackass stole a pair of sunglasses, and his piece of garbage dad said don't, and they apologized, and they went on the national news and thanked the President of the United States for their release, and the dad said he would have really done something if my son would have rode home on Air Force One. Remember that? Oh, well, if he'd have rode home on Air Force One, then he would have really done something. Well, let me tell you where I'm going with that. Okay? I keep hearing denuclearization. Okay? I keep hearing, what will Trump get? Over and over. How will the media handle? Do you realize there's three North Korean Americans that are held hostage today? Not North Korea, Korean Americans. There's 3 Korean Americans held hostage in North Korea today. Do you realize that? Has the news told you that? No. What if, let's just say, what if these 3 right here, and I'm on a roll so I can't pronounce the names, okay, so we'll just say it at that. What if these 3 hostages here, these Korean Americans, what if Trump finishes this first trip to North Korea with Rocket Man and the media takes pictures? What if of Donald J. Trump going to Air Force One and standing aside and letting these 3 Americans ride home on Air Force One? What if? I mean, how about that for a thought? Donald, if you're listening, there you go. Shove it right down their throats, Donald. Put these 3 on Air Force One and bring them home after that meeting, and let's see if the media's head can figure out how to turn that into a crisis. Let's see. You know, yesterday, and I'm going to get to the meeting, I mean, they forgot. Go to Donald Trump, okay? Go to Donald Trump yesterday's press conference. I think I said started at 1:21 or something. Go to there. Do you have that? Okay, go to that, and I'll let you know when to come back to me.
Thank you, Mark, very much. The fact is that they do have 3 prisoners. We have been talking about them. We're negotiating now. We are doing our very best. As you know, they've been there a long time, and it's harsh treatment. We fought very hard to get Otto Warmbier back, and when we came back, he was in very, very bad condition. It was a very sad event. We are likewise fighting very diligently to get the 3 American citizens back. I think there's a good chance of doing it. We're having very good dialogue. We will keep you informed, but we are now. We are doing our very best. As you know, they've been there a long time, and it's harsh treatment. We fought very hard to get Otto Warmbier back, and when we came back, he was in very, very bad condition. It was a very sad event. We are likewise fighting very diligently to get the 3 American citizens back. I think there's a good chance of doing it. We're having very good dialogue. We will keep you informed, but we are in there, and we are working very hard on that. We have come a long way with North Korea. We were, as you know, and when I say we, for many years they've been talking to North Korea, and nothing's happened. This should have been taken care of by past administrations when they were not nearly so far along. But we put unbelievably powerful sanctions on and many other things. I want to thank publicly President Xi of China, who has done more for us than he's done for any other administration or than any leader of China has done for any president or administration. He has clogged up the border, as you know, and he's done it very, very powerfully. He would tell you himself that he never thought he would go to this extent, and I appreciate that very much, but it's put a lot of pressure on. As you know, 93% of the goods coming into North Korea come in from China, and President Xi understands that this is a very important set of months that are lying ahead. He doesn't want to see a Korea, North Korea, or any Korea that has nuclear weapons either. So he's also fighting for China when it comes to this. But he has been terrific. Can he be better? I always say, yes, he can be better. I said, President, you've been great. Can you be better? Yes. But he's been very good, and it's had a big impact, and what we've done has had a big impact. So we've never been in a position like this with that regime, whether it's father, grandfather, or son. And I hope to have a very successful meeting. If we don't think it's going to be successful, Mark, we won't have it. We won't have it. If I think that it's a meeting that is not going to be fruitful, we're not going to go. If the meeting, when I'm there, is not fruitful, I will respectfully leave the meeting, and we'll continue what we're doing or whatever it is that will continue, but something will happen. So I like always remaining flexible, and will remain flexible here. I've gotten it to this point. President Moon.
Okay, folks, a couple of things that I wanted to bring out on that. Number one, he brings up Otto Warmbier, okay? And the media is so far out there, okay? So far out there. Let me tell you something. President Donald J. Trump has a heart. And while other networks that I watched at 6 a.m. is discussing a Playboy centerfold, okay, we're discussing actually people, all right, lives, all right, all lives matter, especially the ones that are in captivity in North Korea right now. President Trump brings up this young man, okay, brings him up. He's brokenhearted. They are negotiating the other 3. So what I'd like to see is okay, I'd like to see the 3, put those up, Korean Americans that are in captivity in North Korea get on Air Force One and leave with the President of the United States. How about shoving that down the throat of the basketball player's dad who only stole a pair of sunglasses that didn't get to ride Air Force One? How about shoving that down the throat of the media if they get on Air Force One and come home with the President of the United States? Wouldn't that be nice? What will they do? How will they report that? They can't take this accomplishment that's happening over and over piece. So I'm going to get out of the way and I'm going to play this clip. Let's play it right after the break, because there's a time there's a time when I have to get out of the way. Oh, I said that 4 times. And just let somebody else sum up the left. I'm going to do that right after this break. Take a break.